Today for Dine on the D, we're taking you to a new style of restaurant that you may not have heard of before, a gastropub.
I really love this concept, and it's a place that you perhaps may never been to. It's all the way up north in the beautiful Washington Township. Our video journalist, Michelle Oliver, takes us to Sips Gastropub and introduces us to the new way to dine.
Welcome to Sips Gastropub in Washington Township. But first, what is a gastropub?
People would define it differently, but I think the most important key element is that it's scratch cooking, high-level scratch cooking, paired with high-end spirits, craft beers, good wines.
Gastropubs are really big in Europe right now, but Vlad Federmesser, the owner, first came across one in Chicago. So about 2 months ago, he, along with the executive chef Adam Hightower, opened up Sips Gastropub, much to the community's delight.
We needed a restaurant like this to come to this part. I think that we were looking for a nice restaurant to be able to go to, and we found it here.
Besides making everything from scratch in true gastropub form, they also love to use local products.
Here in Washington Township, we're just surrounded by farms. One of my favorite, her name is Mary. She's about 1.5 miles from here, and I see her at least 5 days a week.
Some of her products actually helped inspire this salmon dish. It begins with a warm quinoa salad.
This is our Michigan peach and apricot quinoa.
A stroke of syrup made from reducing Yates apple cider. The salmon goes on top, and like a skilled artist painting his masterpiece, he brushes on the cider glaze.
We just do a little brulee right on top of that cider.
An apple and fennel salad with a cider vinaigrette dressing completes the dish.
Bon appetit.
Sips' commitment to fresh and local produce even translates behind the bar. Look at this infusion with apples straight from Eastern Market.
We use, Michigan vodkas, and we infuse it with all different kinds of fresh produce.
The sweetness from the fruit mixes with the alcohol to make a sweet and mellow drink. But be careful, these infusions can be a bit dangerous.
Very, very dangerous. It's almost like you're not drinking alcohol. All the bitterness is absorbed into the fruit. Now, if you eat the fruit, it's a different story. You'll taste all the alcohol, but just the pure liquid, it's very sweet.
Being that it is a gastropub, their bar program is quite extensive, and they like to include several Michigan spirits and beers.
But we listen to our guests. Me and Vlad, when we opened, I believe we decided on 20 or 30 beers, and I believe we're up to 65 now.
Vlad and Adam take pride in what they do. Adam puts his touch on every single dish, and both of them are often seen delivering food to make sure everything is top-notch.
I would recommend this. Absolutely. This guy right here is great.
In Washington Township, I'm Michelle Oliver, live in the D.
And Sips owner Vlad Federmesser, executive chef Adam Hightower, and chef Natalie Blower are with us. And you brought in some food for us to try. And I noticed you were carrying, Vlad, the regular burger there. So you do have some classic pub food as well, right?
Absolutely.
But done in an interesting way.
Yeah, everything we do is just regular pub or bar food, but at a very high level, high quality, made from scratch.
I think this is so needed because you do get bored with the standard pub food, and you've got something here that you really wouldn't think of, which is what puts the gastro in the gastropub. Adam, show me what you've got here.
Well, we have a few different things. This is our pistachio-crusted venison loin, just now coming into season. We have a contemporary version of it up here. And what I was going to prepare for you today is one of our most popular soups. It's Michigan 3 squash.
Okay, so you start with what? Let me guess. Butternut, acorn, and
buttercup.
Buttercup, okay.
Each adds a little bit different element to it.
So what goes into the buttercup, your butternut squash soup?
Well, we roast the squash. Very simple. Just roast it with a little bit of Michigan maple syrup.
Now, are you throwing in herbs? And I also notice you're keeping a little bit of skin in there for texture and.
It adds a little bit of bitterness at the end, and then we actually strain it so you don't get any of the skin in the finished product.
Okay, does that go through the Cuisinart first to give it its texture?
Cuisinart blender or shaft mixer works good. We do add some herbs. The fancy name for this is called a sachet, but you can easily make it at home with the coffee filter. It's just some fresh herbs. Tie it with a piece of butcher's twine, plop it in there.
Just like a tea bag.
Exactly. We add a little bit of chicken stock. Some heavy cream. What's nice now is Michigan's got some beautiful chicken farms. So we're actually using a farm out of Michigan. It's organic, so we make an organic chicken stock with all local product.
All right, Natalie, one of the secrets is making sure that you let those herbs steep in there. How long do you keep them in?
You keep them in for a while.
Okay. And tell me about some of the other things that you've got over here. You've got some Frangelico there. How does that sneak in?
I finish it with a little bit of Frangelico. It's just a Italian hazelnut liqueur. Gives it a beautiful finish. That simmers for about 30-40 minutes, then I remove the sachet and puree it.
All right, Vlad, when you're starting this new concept and you're this Gastropub, obviously choosing an executive chef becomes kind of a critical part. How did you find Adam, and how did you guys develop the concept?
Well, you're exactly right. It is a very important part of that concept, and it was just luck of the draw. We knew certain people that knew each other, and when we sat down, and first thing I asked him was, "Do you know what a Gastropub is?" And he just rattled off everything exactly to the T. And I said, "Okay, well, this is the guy for us."
Because you've opened Iridescence and some other, big name restaurants in town.
That's great.
What drew you to this? Just doing a little trailblazing?
I actually was in Hong Kong for a couple of years, and gastropubs are huge over there, and I fell in love with them immediately. And I just thought, what a cool opportunity. And when I met Vlad and when I saw the property, got these beautiful garage doors, it's open airs, it screams gastropub. So.
All right, I love the pickled vegetables and bringing some different things in there, some of the comfort foods. Vlad, where do we find you in Washington Township, and how do we get there?
We are at 27.5 Mile in Van Dyke.
Okay.
So you could take M53 right up north and get off on Romeo Van Dyke exit.
I just happen to have a spoon here. Can I give a quick taste of that?
Yes, absolutely. Go ahead.
And you just did it. Here,
go right
I'm taking it right out of the pot.
Do it chef style.
Oh, that is so good. Washington Township Sips, got to try it. Paul, kind of a good day for soup today.